Oh, okay, that was a rush. I don't know how it always ends up being a rush, but you should be able to see me. Hopefully, or coming up in a minute. What have I done there? I've just gone. What have I done there? I think I've just left the stream by accident, so I don't know whether I've shut it down. Can you put the telly on there so you can see whether you can see me or not? No.
You guys need to go in the front room and press the middle button on the little remote, please. The little remote, the brown button in the middle. Here you are.
Right. Just had some people drop off there. I don't know. Let's see if it's right. Sorry, I thought I'd accidentally closed the stream. But anyway, we're online. We had about 15 concurrent viewers there a moment ago, and we're down to 9. So I don't know if people have dropped off. But sorry, let's have a look on the group. I feel like someone's saying it's closed. Yes, we can. Okay, cool. All right, okay. People are saying yes, we can see you. All right, that's great. Great. So, quiz tonight. I'm going to try and quite quickly get into it. If you can either. All right, I'll make you an admin. Usual stuff running late with stuff. Make group admin. Right. Okay, so tonight's quiz. Same sort of thing as usual. If you can, obviously, we normally work with 2 formats. We've got the group chat on the stream, so on the YouTube live stream, so I can see Paul's comment. My dad's commented, Glenn, so Izzy and Caden and everyone's there. Kat and Kev are there. Auntie Chris and Uncle Dave are there. Kat and Kev are there. And then, obviously, we've got the chat that's on the WhatsApp group. So obviously, like people who are watching it on the telly, as we normally say, you might not be able to see the chat. So if you can chat in this as well. So it'll be good to know who's here. So tonight, obviously during the live event, we're in the isolation live events group, not the challenge group. So if everyone in the WhatsApp group, we normally started off, don't we? Just so everyone says hello to each other. If everyone does a little usual selfie into the group and just post it in there, then that'll be great. And then we know that we can see what everyone's situation is. It says we've got 13 people online. We had 15 before. So I've posted mine in. Cookie's online, which is good. Lester's online. Mary and Paul are online. Kat and Kev are online. The legs are online. Joan's online. The legs are online. Cool. So most people seem to be coming on, which is good. The Lightfoots are on, yes. Keys on. Noah, Esme. Hello. Lucy. The Pigots, the Wooler Wolves are on. Eager Beavers. Big Orin. Learn about fractions. Sophie, nice leggings. Yes, Harry, you little dance. Thought it was Prince Harry there for a moment. The legs are in. Good stuff. Go on, Ollie. So, yeah, usual stuff. If you can just blast your little pick in there. There we go. There's Izzy and Caden. Mary and Paul. That's it, PJ. Looking smiley. Izzy's got a paper ready. Auntie Chris is ready to roll. Lester and Sue ready to roll. Nice compliment before Lester. I like that. Oh yeah, cheers Glenn for commenting there. I think Claire's adding you into the isolation challenge group as well. So I think, off the top of my head, there's Paul. There he is. Go on, Paul. I think pretty much that is everybody. only people I think I'm waiting on are the Harrisons. I think. Maybe a double look. There's no Harrison chat on the Harrison Blue Gem Gems on the YouTube chat or the other chat. Okay, so we'll give them a dear Lord. So basically, I've got a few new people playing this week. So for their education around this, I'll briefly run through the system of how we're gonna do it. Go on, Key. Go on, Noah. Yes. Go on, Noah. Slurpzilla. So I'll run through the quiz exactly how it's going to run, and then we will basically get into it. So we've got 3 rounds, 50 questions in total. Round 1 is 20 questions. Round 2 is 20 questions, and round 3 is 10 questions. So the way it's going to run today is there's no sort of questions. The whole 50 questions are pictures. All right, so we've got some different rounds. I thought the picture element worked really well last week. So we've got animals. I can't remember the order, but we've got animals, we've got superheroes, and then we've got some sports as well. So there's 50 marks available. Again, I've made it so that the idea is that you can get as many of the marks as possible. So hopefully we'll have quite a lot of people on sort of like 46, 45, 47, 48, as opposed to people getting 27 and winning. Don't want it to be a hard quiz. I'd rather everyone sort of get 47, 48, 49, and it'd be really tight and just sort of one random question stump people, than it be like the kids getting bored after 5 minutes, all right? Because they don't know half the questions. So for adults, some of the questions will be dead straightforward. So I would suggest you let the kids have a go first at answering the questions, if their kids there. If not, and then obviously you can pitch in if it's a bit more challenging. So the idea is that I think in the first few weeks we did kids question. It does say kids question, adult question. Just ignore that. Basically, the kids questions are a bit easier, and the ones that say adults are a bit more difficult. But basically, both adults and children are answering every single question. All right. And at the end of every round, what we'll say is if everyone can post their scores into either the YouTube chat or the WhatsApp chat, and then I'll read them out, and it just creates a bit of fun, really. There isn't a prize. There isn't any isolation points as usual, because it's possibly a bit unfair on certain people, whereas with bingo, it's just totally random, so that's why we give points out for that. So other than that, we're pretty much ready to roll. We've got what looks like 14 different streams going out. So good stuff. The Harrisons and the Blue Gem Gems are online as well. We've got Kieran and Nora and Esme. Go on, Orin. Paul and Sheila. Glenn's brother. Obviously Izzy and Caden's family out there. So it's good stuff. It's great to see. Great getting people in the mixer. So here we go. First round, which is obviously the isolation quiz. So we've got round 1. And I'll be honest, I did this afternoon when the kids were battering my head. So I might not even know some of the answers. Well, I didn't last week, so that's fine. But yeah, I did some of them hoping I would remember the answer. So I hope I remember the answer. But that's fine. It's all good, isn't it? So round 1 is, animals. So here's your first one. What is that? It says adult, but basically let the kids have a go at every single question first. So question 1. What is that animal? I feel like we got into it quite quick there. Yes, I've had a nice little Tyson Fury job this week. So getting in with the Wooler Wolves crew. Some people say it's long overdue. Just been getting out in the sun today to try and brown off those white patches. Right, okay, next one. What is that? No trick questions. What is that? Yep, it's not a trick question. What is it? I've got Courtney and Junior looking at each other like, what is that? I think it's a what? A llama. Yeah, look. I suppose it looks a bit llama-esque. I know. Sometimes you think it's too easy, but yeah, we're looking at accumulating some points in this quiz. They will get progressively harder as each round goes by. So, right, here's the next one. What's that? See, we've gone from sheep to this. Oh, I've just told you the answer. Well, it's a gimme, wasn't it? So, well, I've told you the answer to the previous one anyway. Everyone should have got number 2 though, shouldn't they? Right, there's number 3. Adult question number 2. So you can see the difference. The animals are a bit more tricky on the adult ones, whereas the kid ones are a bit more straightforward, hopefully. Right, what's that? What's that guy there? So we're up to 18 concurrent viewers. That's pretty good, isn't it? Decent little stream going. As we normally do, don't mind any chat in the group or on here if you want. People were usual suspects keeping me right last week. Kev, PJ, Glenn. Are the Cooksons on? Actually, that's just dawned on me. I haven't. Don't think they are they? Last week's winners, or maybe they are. Don't know. Last week they were on, and I don't know. Maybe they are on, maybe they're not on. If they can comment, Lucy and Glenn and Rosie, if you're on, drop us a comment because I'm not sure you guys are on or not. But anyway, here's the next question. Yeah, there we go. They're in. They're in. Good stuff. What's that then? Adults, next one. What's that animal? Bit of an African theme on the first few. I've tried not to go too obscure, so there isn't a special version of these, so it's just what you would think that was, as opposed to some really obscure type of African animal. But anyway, here's your next one for the kids. Kids number 3, what's that? So what is that, kids? Yeah, see that. Yeah. Okay. I would hope kids would get that. If they're not, hopefully the adults are mopping that one up. Dead straightforward. I'd like to think we've got people with 100% so far, but we will see. What's that? Very common sort of animal you see all the time. Izzy said nostril. What is that? Probably seen it on a few films before. I think if you watch The Lion Guard, there's one of them in The Lion Guard, the cartoon. If you've seen Planet of the Apes, I suppose there'll definitely be one in there. And also, if you've seen the latest Jumanji, there's a scene with loads of these in. So what is that? It's tricky. I think if I'd have seen it, I'd be really frustrated. I'd be looking at it going, I know what it is, but I haven't got a clue what it's called. Okay, next one for the kids. What's that? What's that bad boy? Nearly got my head taken off by one of these at London Zoo, maybe? Maybe it wasn't even London Zoo. Maybe it was Flamingo Land. But yeah. So what's that? Again, I would imagine the parents are mopping that one up if the kids don't know what it is. So we'll move on to the next adult one quite quickly. There you go. What's that? Looks a bit like Harry, doesn't it? Only kidding, Harry. Hopefully I won't like that joke. Right, here's your next one. What's that? Again, some of these are pitched just because we have got some younger kids. It'd be interesting to know if they know what it is. Obviously, for the adults, you should be mopping these up fairly straightforward. That's why we should be getting some big scores at the end. But again, the ones right at the end will get a bit trickier. So we should be getting some good scores really, and just keeping the kids engaged because they've got a good shot at answering every question basically. But I think even last week we modelled it on the same sort of thing. I think our winning score was about 48 out of 51, and then we had lots of like 45s, 46s, 47s, 43s. So there is still that sort of room for error. But yeah, we don't need anything before this one, just a single. I know there's lots of different types. Just what is it? All right, here's the next one for the adults. Adult 6, what's that? Two right, Mr. Paul. Oh, it's not Mr. Paul actually, is it? It's Paul and Joanne. Okay, so a bit tricky that one. Here's the next one for the kids. Well, they're all for the kids, but you know what I mean. Here we go. So here's the next one. So this should be question 12, I think. I think it's question 12. Possibly something like that. It's kids question 6. Doesn't really matter too much. What is that creature? Again, I quite like this animal round. Again, sort of things that we'd hope the kids might know, or our better halves, but we should know hopefully what that is. Very common animal. Okay, so next one. What is that? It's a walrus. Incorrect, not a walrus. It's been a nice day today, hasn't it? A fresh breeze, but being all good in the old Jennings back garden. Right, long enough on that one, I think. Here's next one. What's that? Bit of a biggie. What is that creature? What is that animal? So again, most of you'll probably be torn between sort of two answers. Your classic, is it one of them or is it one of them? It's for you to decide, isn't it? I think classic 1 foot in the grave, isn't it? I think there's one of them on the start of 1 foot in the grave. All right, next one. Adults, what's that? Or kids, what is that? I bet the kids have probably got a better chance of answering that one. I bet Sophie's all over this one. Probably 100% Sophie on this one. But yeah, what type of creature, what type of animal is that? All right, here's the next one. Kids. Very, very common animal, but not one you see very often. I'll say native to Britain, but I don't know. I'll assume there's lots of them around the world. But a very, I don't know, a very stereotypically British mammal. Can be quite aggressive, I think, from stuff that I've heard. I think there's one in Fantastic Mr. Fox, isn't there? I think he owns the bank. But yeah. What is that, kids? Adults, you should be mopping that up. Absolutely. No problemo. Who's next one? What is that? Whoosh. Bit of a colour change up. What is that? Huge beak, really, when you look at it and just actually look at the head and think, that is weird. Imagine if your mouth was as big as your face. Crazy. Here we go. So what's the next one? Oh, if you're not sure, kids, maybe a little bit of Finding Nemo might help you out with this one. Give you a little bit of a clue anyway as to what it is. But yeah, I think they're quite large creatures. So again, here we go. Moving on. Adults 10. I've got one more after this. What is that? What is that creature? I think this might be one of those ones that people... there's probably so many answers you could have for it. But what is that specifically? Go on, Lucy. Lucy's in too. Get in there. Good stuff. Well, Lucy Lightfoot. Right, next one. So, what was that? I think we've got one more. Kids 10, that should make it 20, I think. What is that? What is it? Again, you probably don't normally see them like that. You're probably used to seeing them in looking a little bit different. But this is, I don't know, I suppose what one different types of them looks like underwater in the oceans as they're floating around on the tides. But yeah, all right. So I pretty much think that is 10 of each. Yes, it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way back to the start, and we are going to give you the answers. I say we, I mean me, or I am going to give you the answers. So forgive me if I make any mistakes. I think I'm pretty much 99% right. I'm pretty sure people will comment if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So we're going to run through them really straightforward, and then we'll post some scores. Give everyone a chance to grab another drink or something if they want, snack, and go to the toilet, wipe the bums if they need to, and so on. So here we go. Number one is a hyena. So number one is a hyena. These different types like laughing and spotted and African. But yeah, hyena. Number two, very, very straightforward, is a sheep. I'm not going to give you a lamb. It has to be a sheep. If anyone puts sheep, it's not a llama. And it is a cheeky sheep because he's pulling a face. Next one. This one is a wildebeest. It's a wildebeest. Something that you find, I think, in like the African plains, being hunted by some form of tigress. But yeah, wildebeest. Next one is a giraffe. pretty straightforward, hopefully. Next one, we have a gazelle. Again, people have gone a bit elaborate. They might have gone and tried to put like springbok or something like that. So gazelle, gazelle. Next one, we have an ostrich. Yep, so we've got an ostrich. After this, tricky one, this one. It'd be interesting, well, sort of interesting to know what people have put. I think I would have struggled, but it is a mandrill. A mandrill. Those are pretty, yeah, decent teeth. Don't know if they're incisors, are there? Incisors? Are these incisors? Can't remember actually now, really. Molars, premolars, incisors. Yeah, incisors, I think. Anyway, pretty big. Right, next one is a rhinoceros. Hopefully the kids got that one. I will accept rhino. Rhinoceros, though, we prefer. Next one, we have an orangutan. Very intelligent creatures, quite docile. But yeah, we've got an orangutan. Next one, dead straightforward, is a bear. You can have polar bears, you can have brown bears, you can have grizzly bears. It's just a bear will do. Next one. This is a cougar. Not a Tinder cougar, just a Northern American cougar. Cougar. Next one is your classic beaver. So quite apt, I suppose. Cougar, beaver. I shouldn't say that, sorry. Hopefully that's gone way over the kids' heads. Okay, next one is an otter. Again, we've stayed quite British with that. An otter. Yeah, I suppose I could stay in the beaver lineup. But yeah, we've got a beaver, an otter, and this one, people might have said turtle, people might have said tortoise, turtle, tortoise, turtle, tortoise, turtle, tortoise. It's a tortoise, tortoise. I believe this is one of the, it looks like a giantish one anyway, doesn't it? But yeah, tortoise. Tortoise. Next one. Quite an impressive animal. I don't know whether it's, I'll assume it's a fish as opposed to a mammal. I'll assume it lays eggs. With it being the shark element. I'm not sure. It could be a mammal. Depends, like I say, whether it lays eggs or gives birth to live young. It might have a calf, mightn't it, with it being a whale. A whale shark. Whale shark. Huge creatures that feed on plankton and stuff like that. But yeah, we've got a whale shark. Next one. Badger. Good old British badger. Next one, we have a toucan. Toucan played that game. Toucan. Next one, we have I'll accept either a stingray or a ray. But yeah, hopefully you've got that. So there's your answer. Next one. This one, I suppose, was up for speculation, but it is a gecko. Gecko. And this one is a jellyfish. All right, so there's your answers. So what you need to do now is you need to post into the WhatsApp group, the live isolation events group, or the YouTube chat. Post your scores out of 20, please, and well, I'll read some of them out. I'm just going to grab another beverage, but post your scores and I'll read them all out so that everyone can hear them. So good job. Are you game? Right, okay, so Lucy Cookson, 19 out of 20. Kev and Kat, 16 out of 20. The Legs, 18 out of 20. Auntie Chris and Uncle Dave, 17 out of 20. Piggotts, 19 out of 20. Let me go through. So Claire and Courtney and Junior, 16 out of 20. Glenn and Rosie and Lucy, 17 out of 20. The Legs, 18 out of 20. Sorry, Cookson's 19 out of 20. Different Glenn. 18 out of 20, Gemma Blue. Joan, 19 out of 20. David Piggott struggled, 13 out of 20. Lester, 18 out of 20. Cat and Kev, Noah, 14 out of 20. Animals, not my strong suit. Mary, 20. Mary and PJ. Kay's just asking if you can send a message to Courtney and Junior, just saying I love you. Ah, that's nice. Okay, so, right, I think that's most people. Auntie Chris and Uncle Dave, 17. Cat and Kev, 16. Cookson's 19.
Love you, Izzy and Caden.
Yes.
Love you, Izzy and Caden.
And see yourself on the telly. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. Right, we're going to get on with round 2. So round 2 is our superhero round. So next round of questions, we've got 20 questions again. Exactly the same format. There's some easier ones for the kids and then there's some trickier ones. Hoping I remember them all. But yeah, we'll get on with it. I'm sure some of you will keep me up to date with what is correct and incorrect. Okay, so here's number 1. Straightforward, just need the name of the superhero. Who's that? Yeah, just the name of the superhero. So it's not like the Clark Kent. It would just be Superman. Yeah? So it's not their like, just their superhero name. The one that all the films are named after. Alright, here's the next one. Who's that? Okay, who's that? Should be pretty straightforward. Good. Who is that? Okay, next one. Here we go. Who's that? So again, not looking for like the person, the human being's name. Just what is the name of that character in his form there? It's not Max. It's Max is just chilling down there. You can see him. Where is he? I think you can see him just down there. He's just chilling. Some of the Doyle dog outside. Didn't realise you could hear that. But yeah, dog's just by the back door. So next one, Boosh. Who's that? Alright, so next one. Who's that? Again, I suppose some people will go, these aren't superheroes, these are super villains. But there are some villains in there. I'm sure they all pretty much come under the banner of superheroes, super villains. But if you know the superheroes, you should know the supervillains. Because without a hero, or without a villain, you couldn't have a hero, could you? Okay, who's that? Yeah, 18 out of 20 for the legs. Good score, actually. Good score. Babe station. Yeah. Hey, want to see some skin? Right, so I nearly said the answer to that one there. Here's the next one. Boosh. It's like me before I shave my hair. Always good at a barbecue, this guy. Be good with the trigger. But yeah, who's that? Right, next one. Boosh. Who's that? There's a clue maybe in like the background, what's happening a little bit. All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Who's that? Bit like catchphrase, this one. Say what you see. Her, say what you see. Oh, sorry, incorrect. Let's see what Mr. Chips has to say. Say what you see. Right, next one. Boosh, who's that? I didn't know if that was actually him from the picture. He looked a bit strange. But yeah, the general concept of who that is should be pretty straightforward. So we'll move on fairly swiftly. So that was kids question 6. We're about halfway through, just over halfway through. So here's your next one. Who's that? A little bit trickier, this one. Not so obvious. And again, I think it's one of them that if that had been put in front of me, I'd really be able to look at him and go, recognise him from so many films in that costume, but I've no idea what the superhero aspect of it is called. Okay, here's the next one. It's not Auntie Lisa. Here's the next one. Who's that? Right again. Okay, who's that? Who is that? What was the name of that character? Nearly come at the end of round 2. Most of you should be pretty solid with that one. Who's that? I don't know if I'm going too fast or too slow, but it just keeps it ticking over, doesn't it? Like, if you don't know it, you don't know it. And it's only ever easy if you know the answer. Getting just something to break up the weeks, isn't it? Because we're getting on now, aren't we? What is it, week 5 of isolation? As if this group's been going for 5 weeks. It's a bit mental, actually, when you think about that. 4 or 5 weeks, 4.5 weeks. Crazy. Right, who's the next one? It says kids, but the kids will have no idea who that is. So it's a really strong adult one. Who is that? Beauty film as well. Who's the next one? Going a little bit older on these ones, just to try and ratchet it up a little bit. Kids will be struggling with these ones, I would suggest. So I apologise for that. Forgiveness. And the next one, I think there's a next one. Very difficult, in my opinion. And I would have had absolutely no clue. Again, little tip, say what you see. As Roy Walker would say what you see. Orin Connolly. And again, I would have had no clue, but it's the last one, so give it a blast. Right, okay, that is the end of round 3. So, back to the start. Oh. So, as per usual, there is a little bit of a delay, but the delay is not as bad on the on YouTube. I think you're about 5 seconds behind me, as opposed to the Facebook one where you're about 15 seconds behind me. So it's not too bad. So here we go. We're going to go through round 2. We'll do the questions and the answers. Sorry, and then what we want is a total of something out of 40, and then that will give us your total, basically your total out of 40. So here we go. So number 1 is Spider-Man. Number 2, is Thor. Number 3 is Batman. Number 4 is Iron Man. Number 5 is the Hulk. Woohoo! Number 6 is Wonder Woman. I forgot the number I was saying. Harley Quinn. Next one is the Green Lantern, or the Green Lantern, if you want to enunciate correctly. Next one is Wolverine. Next one is Storm. So we've got Storm. Next one is Say What You See, Black Panther. Black Panther. Next one is Captain America. Captain America. USA, USA. Next one is, this is a tricky one, is a War Machine. I am War Machine. I don't think he says that. Does more like a Brooklyn, sultry sort of moody look, doesn't he? You can see him like, looks like he's possibly going to wee himself. Yeah, War Machine. Next one is Catwoman. So Catwoman. Next one is The Flash. The Flash. Not a good nickname for the bedroom. Next one is Groot. Groot. Next one is Deadpool. Deadpool. Next one is Mr. Freeze, played by none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Mr. Freeze. Then we have the classic, the Penguin. The Penguin. Penguin. And then, finally, last one. Tell me something different if I'm wrong, but what I had off the internet with this picture was Red Skull. That's what I've got, the Red Skull. Or Red Skull, really original name. So, there you go. There's your answers. What I would like now is for you to post your scores out of 40. So, add round 1 up, add round 2 up. Give me a score out of 40, please. So, we've got Kat and Kev have got 36 out of 40. I'm not too interested in your round 2 scores on their own. We just basically want your total scores. Alright? So we've got Kat and Kev on 36 out of 40. We've got Glenn is 31 out of 40. Well done. We've got the Legs, who've got a solid 37 out of 40. Pigots, Wooler Wolves on 32 out of 40. We've got the Curtains, Lightfoot on 34 out of 40. Joan, 37 out of 40. Claire and Junior and Courtney, 31 out of 40. Blue Gem Gems is 36 out of 40. 20 out of 40. Hope round 3 isn't superhero animals. The Cooksons, 39 out of 40. Mary and Paul, 37 out of 40. So we've had a couple of rounds where Anti-Chris and Uncle Dave, 29 out of 40, not so superheroes. Good stuff. So some really, really good scores. Leicester, 31 out of 40, struggling with them. Mary and Paul, 37 out of 40. So we've got some variation. And again, like we say, only easy if you didn't know. Got some strong scores there. 39 out of 40, 37 out of 40s. Like, I'll be honest, if I was sat here doing this quiz, I think I'd have definitely not got Mandrill. Wouldn't have got that. Gecko. I might have put like salamander or something like that. So I've definitely lost 2 marks. Gazelle, I might have put springbok, so I might have lost 3. So I reckon on round 1, I don't know whether Claire and Jacotti Jr. got them, we'd have got like maybe 17 max, absolute max. That round wouldn't have got Red Skull, wouldn't have got War Machine, wouldn't have got, what else wouldn't have got? Wouldn't have got War Machine. Green Lantern might not have got, I don't know. Wonder Woman might not, yeah. So like, we'd definitely be around, yeah, anyway. So, good stuff. Conscious I don't give round 3 away. Oh, we have. So, round 3 is sport. There's basically 10 questions. Really, really, really straightforward. I'm going to show you a picture of a sport. All you've got to do is name the sport. It's that easy. Just name the sport that you see. Okay, so here we go. I've had 40 questions. We've got 10 more. There's only 10 in this round. There isn't like kids and adults ones. There's just 10 questions. It takes us to 50. So, what is the sport? Okay, here's the next one. What's that sport? Number 3, here we go. Bonus points for naming the players? Absolutely not. No. Sorry. You can name them if you want to and show off within your family abode. But yeah, I think that's Dustin Johnson, but I could be wrong. Right, here we go. Here's the next one. I could be nasty and be really specific here. Rat boy. Beauty. Okay, next one. What's this? So with this one, it's what is the event within. So it's not the broader term of gymnastics. What is the event? Next one. That one, the front right, looks way too happy. Looks like the superheroes round again. Joker. Next one. Here we go, next one. I suppose some of these might be a bit tricky. But again, we'll see. Here we go, next one. Next one. I've lost track of what the actual question is, but here we go. Next one. I think this is the 10th one off the top of my head. Feels like such a long time ago today that this quiz came to life. I don't suppose it's a round that should cause too many problems. Yeah, okay. So, back to the start. Again, we'll do it really swiftly. Means the quiz is taking us just less than an hour, probably, by the time we round it all up. But yeah, we'll go through the 10, and then again, we'll want you to post your final scores out of 50. Again, remember, there isn't anything for winning. Just for the fun of taking part. Yeah. We're done 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I've done 11 again. How have I done that? I've probably just filled the slides from last week. So amazingly, the quiz is out of 51 again because I'm a Doyle. But yeah, it's out of 51. Forgot I was going to say that. Oh yeah, bingo. I know we're playing for isolation points. But when we played bingo the other week, we had about 50 people playing. This week, if people fancy it, don't know whether people fancy it. We could set up like a little PayPal account, and if people wanted to pay, like if every person put £1 in for your 4 tickets, then we could have like a little kitty of 50 quid, or of however many people play, and then we can pay out on the houses and the lines depending on it. But that's just me being super busy. If people are interested though, it's pretty easy to set up. As long as everyone's got a PayPal account, we could just like zap money in that with PayPal quite quickly. So if there was 4 of you playing, it's basically like 25 pence a game, isn't it, per person? So £1 a person, family of 4, £4. But if people aren't interested and just want to stick to the isolation points, then we'll go with it anyway. So anyway, here we go. Here's the answers for the sport round. That'll take us up out of 51. So obviously, number 1 is football. Number 2 is American football. Number 3, golf. Number 4, I'm going to accept rugby, but it is rugby league. Rugby is fine. Not going to be a Doyle. Number 7, it's not number 7, is it? Whatever number it is. Pommel horse. Pommel horse. Next one is synchronized swimming. Synchronized swimming. Next one is lacrosse. Lacrosse. Next one. I'm going to be quite specific on this one. It's ultimate frisbee. It's not frisbee, so I'm only accepting ultimate frisbee. All right. So I know some of you might be sat there going, "Oh, the playing frisbee." The sport is called ultimate frisbee. So just saying. It's quite good actually. Next one is softball. Softball. Next one. So yeah, on the last one, most of you might have put baseball. It's not. It's specifically softball. Pitcher does an underarm pitch in softball, so their arm would never be. They've got to come down and they've got to underarm the ball. The ball is a bit larger and normally yellow. So yeah, sorry, maybe a bit of a trick one. It's not baseball. It's softball. This one, this event is as you might be able to see, is particularly a Special Olympics sport, but it's also played by able-bodied people, but particularly played by people from in wheelchairs. It's massive. It's a massive wheelchair sport, and it's not bowls or bulls or balls. It's boccia. Boccia. I think it's spelled like Boccia. I know like the Rotary Club support a lot of events where people like play boccia and stuff like that. Mostly because I think they even have like different rankings of boccia where like they're allowed to just like roll it down a little ramp or something like that. So the person in the wheelchair literally just has to move it a little bit, and the weighted ball just rolls down. But it's basically balls. But yeah, I don't know whether bocce is or boccia is French or Italian or something for something, I don't know. But yeah, boccia. And number 11 is water polo. Water polo. So you won't accept frisbee, but you will accept rugby union for rugby. No, actually, that's a good point to clarify. If you put rugby union for the other one, I'm not going to accept it. All right, I'll accept rugby as a general, but I'm not accepting. If you've gone specific and said rugby union, you can't have the mark. I'll give you rugby. If you've put rugby league, great. I'm not accepting rugby union because I specifically picked. I'm hoping people just put rugby. If you put rugby union, I'm not giving you it. Just to be a pain in the bum. So, just for a bit of clarity there for Glenn. So, they are the answers. So, it'd be really great if people could comment their total scores out of 50 once you've added them up. I'm just moving the slides all the way back to 0. So we've got some nice scores coming through already. So the legs have got 45 out of 51. Kat and Kev got 44 out of 51. Claire and Junior and Courtney have got 39 out of 51. Joan, 47 out of 51. Solid that. The Piggotts, 39 out of 51. Mary and Paul, 45 out of 51. Paul, 37 out of 51. Laura Woodage, 39 out of 51. Blue Gems, 44 out of 51, which is a solid score. Really great. Mary and Paul, 37. No, not 37. I've read too far back. Cookson, 48 out of 51. Leicester, 40 out of 51. 48 out of 51 again. An unbelievable score, really. Joan, 47 out of 51. Probably should be winning it with 47 out of 51, but 48's pipping you by 1. Trying to see if there's anyone else that's come through. I think that's pretty much. So the Cooksons, 48. Lester and Sue, 40. Gemma and Paul and Lydia and Grace, 44. Izzy and Caden and Cor, 39. Paul and Joan, I think, 37. I could be wrong person maybe. Mary and Paul, 45. The Wooler Wolves, 39 out of 51. Joan, 47 out of 51. Claire, 39. Claire and Courtney and Junior, 39 out of 51. Kat and Kev, 44 out of 51. The Legs, 45 out of 51. So I think that's pretty much everyone. I don't think we've got Kieran and Noah and Lucy's score. Maybe I'm just scrolling past that there. Maybe they're still adding it up. Let's have a look. So we're posting in a different group. AJ. So that brings us to, I think we're literally just waiting on Kieran and Noah and Esme and Lucy's score. But obviously it doesn't matter because there isn't like a prize or anything. So all that does is some really, really, really great scores on there. I'm just looking for, oh yeah, Anti-Christian will get Dave 37. If I didn't read that one out. Hopefully we've got that. Oh, that's all right, Lucy. So 42, really, really good score from Noah and Lucy and Keith and Esme. So thanks for participating. Another 4 people playing, which is good. Just makes it so. Hopefully you've enjoyed the quiz. So well done. All that does is that just leaves us to say thanks for playing again. We've got bingo. I think we're potentially playing poker on Friday night. We've got bingo on Saturday as usual, as I've just mentioned. Then the usual cycle of events, and we've got the continuation of all the challenges going on every day. So hopefully everyone, that's just helped break up the day again a little bit for everyone, taking an hour out of the day. A bit of fun, a bit of a picture quiz. I think we'll try and keep it the same moving forward. The pictures, at least get the kids involved. And yeah, again, hope everyone's keeping nice and safe. do the usual, just as a little thing, the little selfie, just so everyone can see each other saying goodbye, see who we're playing with, because obviously it's a bit weird just playing with, basically just looking at my horrible mug. So just if everyone just posts their little selfies in and just says howdy guys, and then yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoyed the quiz. Thanks for playing. Make sure you keep getting involved in the challenges. I apologise for the late results and stuff. Just been a bit busy this last week with some other stuff. But yeah, everyone stay safe. Brush your teeth, wipe your bums, and look after each other. Go easy on each other. Cheers.